How's it going, everybody? My name's Chris, and I'm Whatjamagiveit. This is what I look like. Any of you that ever cared or wondered, I don't think anybody really did, but I wanted to show myself to get on a little more personal level here with you guys. And one of the reasons I never showed my face was because of being so young on YouTube, and I'll get into that in a second. But I'm much older now. I don't think it matters anymore if I show my face or reveal my name, which I also never wanted to do before. A lot of you have probably been wondering where I've been and why I've been gone for so long. And I'll also get into that in a minute. But first, I wanted to give a little bit of background here. I've been making videos on YouTube since 2011, April 23rd, 2011, where I made my other old channel that I don't use anymore, where I did videos with little action figures and stuff. It is kind of embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it now. I mean, I don't really care. It did get me started, but it's not something I care about anymore, obviously. And then in 2012, in March 15th, 2012, I made this channel. And, I was 11 at the time and then 12 at the time. My age is basically the same as the year. So I've been making videos for quite a while, and I think that's why I didn't want to show my face, because I was a minor. I'm 19 now. I'm a lot older, and in retrospect, I never wanted to show myself or anything, reveal anything, because I was young and I was afraid of stranger danger, internet things, and stuff like that. I figured it was the safe route. My parents probably wouldn't have wanted me to, but that doesn't much matter anymore either. The thing I think what it is I've been on YouTube. One of the reasons I left is because I was on here for so long, and I always wanted to, I always loved doing it. But it consumed my life in a way, and I did it for so many years. It was around, 2015 where I made my last video, almost 4 years ago, I believe. Um, And so I started to gradually get tired of it, because I let it consume so much of my life to the point where I never wanted to do it, because I was, bored with it. Um, I just wasn't enjoying it like I used to, and I just started to gradually drift away. I never really announced anything about it, or did anything about it. And when I got into high school, I was still making videos at that time a bit. But I gradually, I met a bunch of good guys, and started hanging out with them a lot, and I just didn't have the desire. But that's the thing, is that, I've been thinking recently, and I kind of want to come back and try to make some videos again. And the problem before was, and I actually came to not like my experience on YouTube for a time, because I felt as though it hindered my life from a lot of things I could have done had I not been so focused on YouTube. But in retrospect, now I realize that the problem was not YouTube itself, but everything in moderation. I did it too much, and I cared too much about it. I should have done a lot of other things in my life. I could have enjoyed different social activities and other things I should have done instead at that time. I think I gave up trick-or-treating at a young age, because I wanted to sit around and make a Halloween special on my old channel, those kinds of things. And I never went back after that. Obviously, I'm too big now, but it's like those times, being 11 and 12 is still absolutely young enough to go trick-or-treating or something, and those kinds of things. I look back in retrospect, and that upset me that I let it control my life in that way. And I think so I came to have a hate for it for a bit, and I liked what I did on it for a time, but I started to think that my experience was negative. And in time, I came to view that as not to be true. It's just that I handled it wrong. And I think I was probably too young to even to handle a channel, to handle balancing it well with life, real life. And I think I've learned that now. Like I said, a lot of my buddies I was talking about there, they're some great guys. I really like them. I've been buddies with them for a while. We're great friends. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be making a lot of new videos, a lot more new content. First things first, like we'll finish Banjo-Kazooie. The reason I mentioned my friends is I'm gonna try to start putting them in some videos, and I think that that's gonna be very fun. They're great guys. They got great personalities. That's the other thing I want to get to as well is that when I come back. I'm not going to have a filter anymore. There'll be no filter, hardly any. I mean, there's obviously some things. We're not going to talk about extremely offensive things, but my buddies and I have a darker sense of humor, that kind of stuff. So we have a lot of inappropriate jokes. College guys, that we just that kind of humor. Um, so no, that it's not, obviously not going to be a family-friendly channel anymore. So I'm just, I will probably announce that kind of stuff in the videos. Maybe we'll see. But that's the con. I'm also going to be taking a shift towards instead of gaming, I'll still be doing gaming things. But anything I do, I want it to be more towards an entertaining standpoint, like comedy, for instance. I think that my buddies and I, when we get talking, we can be pretty funny. Is one of the reasons I want to have them in commentate with me. I think it will create funny content for people that I'll enjoy to making and that people will enjoy watching. I'm just curious to experiment with all these things. I have a lot of different ideas. I'm very I'm ready to try these things, and I want to see where it goes. I also wanted to thank every single one of you for 1,000 subscribers, 1,100 something at this point. I did not have these subscribers when I left. They just kind of piled up afterwards, and I'm not sure exactly where they came from, but I thank you guys for that. I haven't been producing any content, so I don't know what you were subscribing for, but I'm back now, and I hope you'll stick around and enjoy my new content. I've had some good experiences on YouTube. A lot of people have helped me along the way. A lot of guys that my cousin Megawee Master One. Me and him kind of got started on here together. I mean, I made a channel like I think a day before he did, and then I showed him the next day at a family get together, and he made one, and his channel he has now, and that was fun. A lot of memories that I won't forget. Him and his brother, great guys. My cousins. I love them. They're just it's great to hang out with, be around. So I enjoyed my time making videos with them, and that's not over. I don't know about the Gamers Garage, and I'll get into that at a future date. Probably something that Megan and I will discuss. Um, Multi-Game Master One. I made Pikmin versus with him. He was a great guy. I really enjoyed doing that. A lot of these guys, these guys deserve some subscribers and some love. I feel as though maybe they deserved the subscribers I was getting for no reason. Check them out, please. I think they're great guys, but that's not the point. I'm just thanking them for my past and hopefully the future. Maybe I'll get to do some stuff with them again. Multi great guy. MChan338 did the Mario Galaxy versus with him. Mega and Multi. He's a good guy too. Good. Check him out. And all these people. Pete the Crocodile, that he's not around anymore. I enjoyed my experiences with them, and I'm hoping to try to keep a little bit of what my channel had in the past with those kinds of things, and while also moving forward to new content and new things. I have a lot of different ideas. Gaming will still be around, but it's when I do it, the focus will not be an informative standpoint. It will be a comedic or entertaining commentary standpoint. So that stuff will always still be around. I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me for so long. And yeah, so like I said, a lot of stuff is coming, a lot of new stuff. I no longer PG content. And so, if you're young, I don't advise that you watch my videos. I wouldn't recommend it. Not with, not at least not all of them. My old videos obviously are fine. Banjo-Kazooie will be the first thing I finish. I'm going to be doing that very soon. Have a new part coming up for that sometime soon. The other thing I want to mention is my upload schedule will not be regular or consistent all the time. For a bit while I'm getting into things it might be, but the big thing is I'm not going to let this take over my life. I'll do it when I want to and when I want to have fun doing it, because this is a hobby, not a job, and it's something that I only do when I feel uh, feel like doing it, or so that same thing doesn't happen again, because I have other things to do in life and I don't want to overtake YouTube to overtake that. Therefore, that's how it's going to be. I mean, I will do it when I can, and when it's best to do it. And so like I said, stick around. I have some fun stuff coming. Hopefully, I got a lot of ideas, and I'm open to trying different kinds of content. So if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know below. Once again, thank you very much for 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, after a lot of reflection, I think that that's why I decided I wanted to come back in hindsight. So thank you guys a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Also, calling all fellow 9-year-olds, subscribe to PewDiePie and help keep our king on top. He needs our help in the fight against the tyrannical T-Series. Join the fight to help keep an independent YouTuber on top rather than a faceless corporation. Subscribe today.